You're very angry, aren't you, Markus?
I've no reason not to be. He took everything from me.
To understand who Markus is, you have to go back to where the anger started. Markus and his younger brother Steve didn't have the best brotherly love. Steve was the favourite. Steve was the glory, the praise, and the keys to the Mafia kingdom, while Markus got nothing at all. So he was the golden child?
He could never do anything wrong. Me? Every single damn thing I done was wrong.
You see, as a kid, or in Markus's case, a teenager, Dutch, their dad, would order them around, training them for the Mafia so either one of them would inherit the throne. But little did Markus know, Steve would get it all. When you found out that Steve...
Don't even say his name to me.
When you found out that your brother, younger brother, would get everything and you would get practically nothing at all, is that when you planned it?
I couldn't let that little brat get it. I needed to take control.
Markus hadn't planned his brother's murder for days or weeks. It was years of planning and calculating. From the moment Dutch chose Steve as the heir to the throne, Markus began calculating his younger brother's murder, such as knowing where he would be at what specific time and who he would be with, or if he would be alone. How did you do it?
Simple, really. He decided to go out late at night for a walk, so I followed him, and I did it.
Were there any words before this, or was it...
I told him how I felt. I want more coffee.
You don't get to dangle a murder confession just to get a refill, Markus. Go on, tell me. What did you say? Markus resented Steve his whole life. So when it came to killing his own brother, he kept it short, he kept it sweet, but he let his little brother admit what Markus had been told his whole life. So, let me just get this straight. Your brother, now deceased, how did you deal with it at the time? I know there was no grieving.
Simple. Put the blame on Victor's daughter, Frankie. They were engaged to be married. It was easy as anything.
And Dutch believed this lie?
It's hilarious, to be honest.
After Steve's death came out, Dutch really did believe Markus when he said that Frankie had murdered Steve. Dutch and Victor had always had tension, raids, and just being at each other's throats. So of course, if a 21-year-old Markus tells his dad that his competition's daughter had just murdered his younger son, he believed him. And the gang war had officially started. How long has this gang war been going on for?
Now or before I killed my brother?
Now, how long?
6 years.
Wow. Okay. Let me ask you this.
No more questions till I get more coffee.
Just listen. Why are you here? If everybody knows you did it, then why hasn't the gang war stopped? The gang war had been brewing for years, and using Steve's death was a perfect excuse for the gang war between Dutch and Victor. Are you happy with your coffee? Are you willing to cooperate with me now?
That's perfect, darling.
Markus, how did it feel to finally get the keys to your father's kingdom? Standing there while the members bowed at your feet, looking at the throne that was never meant to be yours, knowing you had to bleed your own family just to sit on that throne? Tell me, how did it feel?
It was the best day of my life. And Dad's for that matter. It was justice, detective. Dad looked me in the eyes and he told me that I deserved it after all. He thought he was passing me a torch. Little did he know he was actually handing me the match to burn it all down.
You're a monster.
I'm a businessman.
The day Markus got the throne, he made the environment a million times different. He introduced many new rules, stricter, harsher ones. However, one rule left the whole crew confused. One thing I find quite fascinating is the no love law you introduced. Tell me more.
Why work together and be in a relationship? Work and relationships should and will be separated. I don't want my gang members being in relationships with each other. It never works. Besides, emotions make a mafia weak, innit?
I see. Well, Markus, you did have a love once, didn't you?
Detective.
You once had a meaningful relationship, a marriage, and then lost her.
I don't want any more questions. End it right now.
Markus did have a wife, a loving wife he met in his dad's gang at the age of 23 years old. But after a year, she got taken away by Victor's gang. After that, Markus became colder, more controlling, and overall hurt, hiding it behind a 27-year-old monster.